Okay, let's see how to install this pendant. The handle pendants on both sides. It has a direction. This is the one we have already installed. Take a look. Look at the direction. Just put it down like this. Put it down. This is how it looks when you put it down. After putting it down, then here is the screw. After you put it here, then tighten it like this. Tighten the screws here as well. When you can't turn it anymore, it's fixed. Look, it's fixed. It's fixed tightly. Then it is installed like this. Okay, I got it. After receiving it, it's not installed here. The screw is fixed here, then I remove it. After removing it, there is a direction. Look at these 4 directions. The 4 directions are like this. Then use a screwdriver to remove it first, and then put it on like this. Okay, there are 2 nuts here. Then we put this chin head, put the hanger here, then put this here. And the other side too, put it in. Now let's install the laser board hanger. The screws are screwed on it when it is delivered. And here, and then we need to use this screwdriver. You need to unscrew it. First, unscrew it. Okay, after twisting this screw out, then check the direction. Align it with this direction, then put the screw on. After installing it, the 2 sides will look like this. Then put the laser board here like this. Okay, after we receive the instrument, we need to add water to the instrument first. There are 2 of these, one funnel, a funnel, and a tube. Then insert it here. Plug this in first, insert it. After inserting it, we connect it here. This is the water inlet. This is the overflow port, the middle one, and the upper one is the outlet. Just open this when changing the water. Then we add water. Now, when adding water, unscrew the nut of the overflow port. This is that we have filled it up. When it's full, water will flow out. Now we add water. Let's start adding water now. Look, when the water is full, the overflow will flow out. If water flows out of the overflow outlet, it means the water is full. And you don't need to add more. Okay, let's insert this laser board now. There are laser board jacks in this row. They are all universal. You can plug in any one. There is a notch here when inserting it. Align it with the notch here, then insert it. Tighten the metal nut. After tightening, then this laser board, we put it on the laser board hanger. This 40K head has 3 holes. Find the 3 holes in the middle, align it with the slot, and tighten it in the same way. Then when putting it, place it on this. Place it here. Like this. Okay, this is the body radio frequency head. Then, do the same. Find the 2 holes, find here, and press it. Then put it here. This is the body radio frequency head. This is a 4-core with 4 holes. Then align it here and insert it. It's not tight, then put it here like this. Okay, let's see how to insert the cryo head. There are 2 clips here when inserting it. Press it with your thumb and index finger. Then align it with this bayonet here. After inserting it, check if the bayonet is firmly engaged. It must be firmly engaged. This is called insertion. After the freezer head is inserted, when putting it, just put it like this. Make sure the mouth is facing down and the bottle up like this, and put it in this way, like this. For the other heads, just follow the method. Just plug them in. Okay, let's talk about these 4 regulating valves. It is a regulating valve, which controls the suction strength of the handle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, filter. If water gets in here and find there is liquid inside, you must clean it up in time. How do we clean it? Twist it out. How do we remove it now? Take the bottle off to the left. There is also a black rubber ring inside. After cleaning it up, when you put it back, The rubber ring must be instead back, like this. Tighten it to the right, like this. You must tighten it. Okay, let's see how to check if the 40K works. How to check if it works. This is set to the maximum. Then, this OK. There are several modes. If it's normal, it is recommended to use the first mode. The second mode works intermittently. Then this third mode, it will stop for a longer time. It is recommended to use this E mode. The operation time, it depends on the project time you set. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. Click here to adjust the time. Add or subtract time. The energy is adjusted according to the size of the customer. Start from the beginning, and then gradually increase it. Okay. Let's go to the back end now. Click a few times. Turn on the heating function. Don't touch anything else, just turn this on. Open it only when the customer needs it. Then click on it. It's different here. There is an extra display of the hot and cold cycle, and here's the same time. Here is cooling and heating. Cooling and heating. Here is a cycle period. Here is 10 minutes. The temperature is the same as before. It's recommended to adjust to -2 or -4. Here is 5 minutes for heating. It is recommended to set it to 20 degrees, okay? This is the recommended parameter. This is the first handle, and then the second handle. Set the second handle to be the same as the first one, okay? Everything is adjusted here. There is no need to adjust here. It has a default of 10 cycles. Look at the number of 10 cycles. Here is 30 minutes. So if you complete all the cycles, it will automatically stop after 300 minutes. So, after turning on the heating function, you must manually adjust and stop it. Otherwise, it will keep working. It will automatically stop after 300 minutes. Here, you don't need to adjust it. Put it back. It will start from mode 1. It will cycle between hot and cold. It will cycle like this. Hot and cold. Here and here are the same. It's the same here. It's all the same. Here is the same. It can also be adjusted here. It's the same. It's the same. This handle interface can also be adjusted. You can also adjust the interface on the handle. Click here. It can be adjusted here. Click here to start working. It's the same. If it doesn't work, click stop, or press the switch on the handle.